This is a game called Supermarket Simulator, and it's extremely addicting. So addicting that I have already put quite a few hours into the game in just a few days. So, I'm gonna give you a short tour. Things aren't exactly where I want them to be, but because it's a progression system and I don't have all of the space nor the money that I need to be able to make it everything that I want, we're working on it. So, a couple of things that I need to get are a shelf for here. So, you can see these shelves come in these 2x4s. So, I need something to go there. We're kind of working with what we got, honestly, until we can save up a few more dollars to upgrade. To progress in a supermarket sim, you have to come to this computer. This is the home page. This is the desktop. And every day you have bills that you have to pay, like rent and general bills. So every morning, before I start looking at stock, I pay the bills. These are product licenses that you buy as you progress in the game. The most expensive is $650,000, which is crazy to think about right now. But I know we'll get there. So, the next license that would be available to purchase is this one here, which would give us cheese, a light roast coffee, bottled water, a 12-pack of eggs. We already have the license for 6 eggs and 8, so that will be nice to round off our egg supply. Pasta elbows, brown sugar, and green tea. So we're not quite there yet. Technically, I could afford it, but I'd like to focus on expanding my physical space in the store. We also have a storage room. This guy is very hard at work, as you can see. This is Maurice. This is his twin brother, Tyler. Right there, there's Tyler. Look at him go. Look at him go. I have yet to name our assistant cashier. So if you have a name suggestion that you would like to name him, please let me know in the comments. So I'll try not to move too fast because when I'm playing this game outside of ASMR mode, I usually sprint and move a lot. But for the sake of relaxation, I will keep it a little less crazy. Okay, so the first step in my morning routine before opening the shop, it's 8 a.m., which it says that in the top right. And when you're ready to open the store and allow customers in, you click that and it opens up your store. The clock will then run until 9 p.m. And once 9 p.m. hits, you close your store and you can see how much money you made. So, my method has been to use a Google Sheet that I made that tracks all of my inventory and how many boxes I need to purchase. Every night after a business day, I'll go through the stock and track how many boxes of whatever item I need to get. get on the computer and I purchase from looking at my Google Sheet. It's extremely helpful because having it all in one spot is better than having to go back and forth from the stockroom to the computer. In addition to that, you can also only purchase 10 items at a time in your cart. So if I try to add 11 cereals, you see how it says max? You're only able to purchase 10 items at one time, so it's a little difficult. You're trying to restock an entire stockroom. So, what I'm going to do in this video is restock our stockroom and run a day in the store to show you how Supermarket Sim typically works. This is how I have come to play it and understand it. And if you have played it, I would love to hear how your experience is and your likes and dislikes. This game is still early access as well, so there's a lot of things that will change most likely, and a lot of things that are going to be added, which you can see those things on the main menu. Okay, let's get started with tracking inventory. I'm going to pull up my Google Sheet so that I can write down everything that we need. I can track everything that we need this way. Okay, so you might hear my game audio go in and out as I tab out. But if we look here, I'm going to track some of the things that we need. 2 milks. Okay, let's start here to stock. So we need some French fries. We're completely out of French fries. So let's see. We'll get 3 boxes of French fries. And we will get 4 boxes of potatoes, 3 boxes of French fries, and 4 boxes of potatoes. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still have 3 slots available. Let's see if there's something we need 3 of. Spaghetti is there next to the pastas. We could do with 1 more spaghetti and maybe 2 more red pastas. So 2 red pastas and 1 spaghetti. Let's see. 1, 2 red pastas and 1 spaghetti. The total for all of this together is $246.46. We have 2,585, so I think we can swing that. So, when you purchase an item, it gets delivered to the roadside. So you have to come pick up the box and place it. Once you place it on the shelf, the stalker then knows to take it and restock where you have designated the potatoes to be. If there's nothing on the shelf, the AI will not do anything. It won't recognize that you have it there. So let's put these French fries up And our second stalker should recognize it. I'm gonna try not to move too fast, but it is a lot faster if I move quickly. Another box of potato. Red pasta. Another box of red pasta, which I don't think will fit there, but that's okay. We can put the extra here. And this is our other box of spaghetti, which goes up there. Okay, so we have that covered. Our bread is doing okay. The bread is fully stocked. Let's see. So, this shelf is in pretty bad shape. We have both size eggs, both 4 and 8. So we need to get maybe 4 of these and maybe 3, maybe 4 of each egg. That'll be 8 items, and then we can get 2 butters. This is a lot of butter in one package, I've noticed. So we need 8 packs of eggs and 4 of the 4 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the butter. You can also sort by display here, but I like to have everything on one page. I'm sure once I buy more licenses, it will be a lot more helpful to sort by the category and such. Butter. Butter, butter, butter. Butter, 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 butter. Where is sticky butter? Right here. 1, 2. Purchase. We're still above $2,000, which is perfect. Okay, let's get these on the shelves for the guys so they can start putting them on the shelf in the fridge. I really like how I've set it up this way, where I very rarely have to personally put items on the actual shelf. Unless the store is a little backed up, I rarely ever actually touch the retail shelves anymore. Most of my work is back here, putting it on the shelves for the guys. Okay. Oh. My bad. Okay. So there we go. So we have 3 types of cheese. Here we have regular cheese, Parmesan, and mozzarella. So I'll say let's get 3 of each and 1 yogurt. 3 of each type of cheese. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's the Parmesan? The mozzarella. 1, 2, 3. And 1 yogurt. We're at 18.52. Not bad, not bad. I think we should check on the stock of our more expensive items so that we can make sure we're stocked up on those. So, another thing about the product license that you buy to get more product to sell is that if you purchase the license but do not actually put any out to sell, you will lose experience points. They're called store points in this game. And the more items that customers can't find. Okay, so I had a little bit of a technical difficulty for a second. So sorry about the weird jump. But my headphones died in the middle of my recording. I wasn't paying attention to the battery life. It started making a glitching sound and I was so confused. But all is well. Okay, let's get back to organizing these. Okay, so our cheeses are stocked up. We also have that yogurt, which I'm sure they already took to stock up that other shelf. Okay, let's get a couple of boxes of tuna and both powdered sugars. So we have some tuna, we'll get 2 boxes, and both powdered sugars, which are here, we'll get 3 of those, and the other powdered sugar, which is a little more expensive, so we just get a couple of those. Maurice has recognized the powdered sugar. Thanks, Maurice. This is Susu. It reminds me of what Sims say. A Susu. I don't really have a place to put. Is he gonna fill that up completely? Let me clear off one for him. Oh, okay. Fuck me then, I guess. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. This is supposed to be a relaxing ASMR video. And that's what it shall be. Okay. So, that's stocked. We need both of the flowers. Red flower and blue flower. Which is here. 3 of those. And 3 of those. We have 4 more slots to work with for this order. So let's do 2 honeys and 2 chocolates. There's the chocolate. 2 chocolates and 2 honey. Okay, let's go get them on the shelf. It's kind of funny how they all fall all over the sidewalk. Very valuable merchandise here. Not dented at all. Okay, so let's get these up on the shelf for the guys. And we'll be a little over halfway in making sure our stock is okay for the day. It usually doesn't take this long, but I let my stock get a little too low on purpose for this video so that we could spend more time organizing together. And I could also show you all of the items that I have so far. The license. We need some coffee. Coffee is pretty expensive. But that's okay. Let's get 2 boxes of coffee. Everyone likes coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. 2 boxes of coffee. And, we need most of the cereals. Let's get 3 of each of the cereals that we have so far. 1, 2, 3. 1, of stock should last us about 2.5 days. If everything goes well. So, something else that I wanted to mention about this game is that prices fluctuate from day to day, just as they would in real life. So, when you start a new day, you'll be notified of what items have changed in price and in what way, so if they've increased or decreased. So that allows you to go and reprice your item to match market price, just a little bit lower, to be competitive in the city. So for example, bread's market price currently is $5.12. So I set mine right underneath at $5.10. Most of my items are within 5 cents of the market price. I've found that that is the best way to avoid tanking your stock every single day and having to do a complete restock every single day. That was getting pretty exhausting. So I decided to up the price of the items. I was a little scared to do that at first because I was afraid no one would buy enough. But before, the price is down by 20 to 30 cents from market price. And I was putting myself in the hole every single day. And it was getting pretty tiring. So I switched it up a little, and it's really paying off. So let's restock our drinks. We need 2 boxes of milk. And let's just do 2 boxes of sap. Soda, it's kind of like Sprite. It's what it reminds me of. It's right here. 2 boxes of sap and 2 boxes of milk. The milk goes a really long way. Let's stock this up ourselves. We've got our own hands and feet. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was completely full. Maurice is taking that somewhere. Oh, there's already one on there. So if there's a shelf with nothing on it, but the tag from the last item that was on it is still there, you can click the tag and remove that. If you remove the tag, the stalker boys won't restock on that shelf. But if you leave the tag, the stalker boys will know that that needs to be filled with sushi. It's an interesting way of doing it, of designing the game. And I really like it. Okay, let's see. We need, I believe that is small sushi and large sushi and salmon. Those are a lot more expensive because they're part of my latest license that I purchased. Let's do 2 boxes of salmon. Ooh. Actually, let's knock that down to 1. And we'll do... Oh, that's pretty expensive too. Just do 1 of each. So, if you don't have an item, I think I said this before, but if you don't have an item out and for sale that you have the license for, you'll lose experience points, and I don't want that to happen. Or I just want to minimize it. I'm gonna speed up just a little here, just so we can get to running the store for the day, because that's really fun. My 6 packs of milk go here, and he should be bringing them. So, with the way that this is set up, where everything is not final. It's just pretty difficult right now to move items around because you have to have the box that they came in to put them back in the box to another spot and put them back on the shelf. So for now, things are not really organized super well. There's toilet paper and shampoo, and also toilet paper here. But that's because these two used to be on this wall next to each other. So the toilet paper amount ran from here all the way down to here. They were right next to each other along this wall. But since you can just pick these up like this, everything that was on the shelf for them came with it. And I decided I'd deal with organizing later, especially as I expand the store space. So, the more you progress, you can purchase more storage space and more store space in the growth tab. So these are all the sections you can purchase up to section 23. At section 5, so we only have 5 sections. So imagine how large 23 sections are going to be. In that scenario, I'll be able to make sections, household sections, and juice, dairy, that kind of thing. I don't think it's too bad right now, but things definitely aren't exactly the way I would like them to be. But I'm at an awkward spot right now as far as space goes. It took me a long time to figure out a feng shui that worked for this space. And as of right now, I'm just working with what I've got. So, I think it's going pretty well. I'm also not in debt at all. I've taken out, well, that's a lie, actually. I'm in debt a little bit now, but only by a couple of $100s. I purchased a second checkout and hired a second cashier. I took a loan out for that, which you can do here at the computer. Computer. In the bank. So you can purchase different amounts, or you can take out different amounts for different loans. And these are your payments. So let's see, I have a payment today. It's a daily payment of 4 days. This is the one that I chose. You can choose the term of how many days you pay. And obviously, as a real life loan would be, the least amount of days means you pay more per day. Up to 25 days, you pay less. I don't really touch loans very much because I don't really like to be in debt. But I was running into a constant issue of not being able to check out customers fast enough, and my checkout would get filled super fast. And there would be customers that didn't have anywhere to go. So I think that taking out a small loan for a second desk and cashier was a good option. It split some of the workload, especially if I have to make midday purchases and restock, or deal with things like thieves, which are coming in a later patch. And, there's gonna be a lot more things to pay attention to as the owner. And it's gonna be really nice to have the second buddy here. So, I want to make sure that we're stocked up on household items, and then we'll start our day. It looks like we need some dishwasher tablets and bleach and hand soap. Let's see. Dishwasher tablets, bleach is pretty okay. And it looks like we don't have any hand soap. This is where the hand soap goes. So I think that should be the last thing that we have to purchase before we can start the day. We have enough on the shelf, just not in storage. Maybe I'll do 2 of each and hand soap. And that will be it for our inventory purchases today. So let's do 1, 2 bleaches, 1, 2 hand soaps, and oh wait, we are running low. Okay, let's skip the dishwasher tablets, those are pretty expensive. But we did get the hand soap and some more bleach. Okay, let's go grab those, get them on the shelf, and start our day. You toss out empty boxes here, or you can save the boxes. You can save the boxes so that if you need to move an item, you can put them back in the box and move them elsewhere. Isn't that cool? It's so satisfying. So I need to make sure that I remove this by clicking it. And now, if there's an extra box of hand soap on the stock shelves, they won't fill this spot with hand soap. That can be tricky sometimes to remember. And sometimes, in the middle of me trying to organize, they'll bring the items to the shelf and put it in a place that I needed. Okay, I think we're ready to start the day. Let's go. So it takes a little while, it takes a bit for people to trickle in usually. And there's rushes. Usually there is a morning rush, just after lunch rush, and a late night rush around 8 p.m., an hour before we close. So some things that they're adding to this game are customization options, which I'm assuming are things like choosing the wall color, maybe naming your store, in which case mine will be called Bishmart. 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 And maybe being able to name your workers, give them names and identities. Customization maybe also includes store branding. Maybe. Our first customer of the day. Hello, sir, how are you? I'll try not to go fast. Usually, we had a customer that couldn't find an item. So usually I go really fast when I'm doing checkouts, but for the sake of relaxation, I'll slow it down just a little bit. It looks like our stalker boys are doing pretty good. Pretty well. He's giving exact change. He gave us $24.58. That was the total, and we owe him nothing in return. Two waters and a sack of potatoes. Man knows his priorities. Everything seems to be going well. So we owe her $5.35. 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Perfect. Perfect. Looks like we don't have veal, so this is a situation where having that second cashier is super helpful. So we need some veal. Let's just get one. So that's out on the street, and we'll take care of this customer who really likes potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. 46.85. I'm gonna step away for just a brief second so I can get this veal back on the shelves for these guys. The customers are usually pretty patient, which I'm grateful for. Okay. I bet you are hungry. 1, 2, 3. Have a nice day. Okay, $46.80. 9.80. 14.05. I'm gonna turn the game audio down just a teeny bit since we're doing loud beeps now. I feel like that it might be a little too loud. Hopefully not. Okay, sir. Exact change, I like that. Cereal, apple juice, pizza, and water. Okay. Spaghetti, cheese, and Coca-Cola. 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 $69.60. Let's do 2 quarters and a dime. Flour and chocolate. Oh, credit card. $13.75. Oh, girl. I like the way you think. So it's 6:30 p.m., so we should have a huge rush here soon. Usually a big rush comes in. Let's see if it happens today. So with each purchase from a customer, you can see that we gain and lose skill points. And money, obviously. You lose skill points when they can't find an item before they decide to check out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be really helpful to go ahead and restock items in the middle of the day that some customers can't find. So it reduces the chances that another customer won't be able to find it later in the day. Lots of tea and chocolate. Okay. So you see that my assistant here goes a little slower than what I can. I'll show you a faster checkout if we have a couple of more customers come to the counter. My normal speed. usually how fast I'll move. And if I get into a pretty good groove, maybe a little faster, especially with good music. EDM or salsa. Okay, so it seems that all of our customers have exited, and it doesn't look like there's anyone else coming tonight. So let's go ahead and close the store. So, if you close the store, the restockers will continue to work and restock regardless. So there's some time to relax. This is usually when I will take inventory of what we have and make a list in my Excel sheet that I made. And in the morning, because right now, when it's 9 p.m. and the store is closed, you're unable to purchase items. You can add them to your cart, but you cannot purchase them until the next morning. So, making a list of everything in one spot is super helpful because, again, you can only do 10 items at a time. So it helps to have something to reference, which I keep on the monitor to my right. But that was a day of running the store, so this would be the time when I would make my list so that the next morning, after you finish your day, it'll show you how you performed, how many products were not found, how many products were found to be too expensive, and the bills that you paid and the money that you got, and it shows you the overall balance in your bank account. So when you start the next day, you'll get a notification of what prices have changed. So this is when I would purchase everything, stock up the room, give the boys time to stock everything up, and then open again for another day. I'll be doing a lot more videos, especially with this game, because it's so relaxing. And I would love for you guys to be along for the journey to level 99. My store level right now is 32. And my playtime in this game is about 35 hours of real life time. So in about 35 hours of playtime, I've gotten 32 levels completed. Well, 31 and then some. So I would love to bring you guys along and give you glimpses and highlights along the way. And if you'd like to check out my stream on Twitch, where I do mostly Dead by Daylight content, but more variety lately, please come check us out, and we would love to have you as a part of the Twitch family as well. I appreciate you being here, and I will be making another video very soon. If there are any other games that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.